Welcome back, students. Today I'll be teaching you some further interesting tools in Snapseed. So last time I have covered tune image, details, curves, white balance, crop, rotate. So today we will start from perspective. This is very important tool, and where this tool is, this is perspective tool. So how to work with this tool, just see. So firstly I'll select this tool, this one. I'll just select it. Now you could see here different options: tilt, rotate, scale, free. So what is the use? Firstly I'll go with tilt. You could see here two options are coming, two arrows. One is facing in vertical and one is facing in horizontal. So let's try firstly the vertical. If I'll just drag it like upside like this. So I hope you are able to feel the difference of the image. It is tilted in forward position. Now I'll do the opposite. I'm just rubbing my finger from upside to downside. So I hope you could easily feel the difference. Now the mountain is more nearer. It is tilted in opposite direction. And now I'll change the direction. Suppose I am selecting this tilt. Tilt is already been selected. Now moving from left to right or right to left. So like this, you could see. So this is also very interesting tool provided by Snapseed. So I hope this is also very much clear to you. Then after tilt, rotate. Click on rotate and just see. Just move your finger little upside, it will start rotating. You could feel the difference. While capturing, if you have captured any image in a wrong direction, means it is little bit rotated, you could rectify that problem by using this tool, by rotating, and it will resample itself. So the parts which are cut, it will automatically heal it. So I hope this tool is also very much clear to you. Rotate is also clear. Then scale. I'll click on scale. Scale. Now if I'll just, you could see here I am scaling it, and if I'll decrease, again it will resample. Okay, this side also, just see. So this option is also very much clear to you. Free. After scale, free. If I'll click on free, now you are free to scale it, or just see from left, right bottom I am using it. Then from top, just see. You can just put your finger and move it towards right or left, or up or down, to use the free scale function. So I hope this is clear. By any way, in any way you can move your finger. So this is also very much clear. So we have done all these options. Now then this, the middle one, we will see this option. So I'll click upon this. You will see here smart. So by default smart is selected. Now how this smart is working? Suppose I click on white option, and again I'll click on tilt. Can you see the difference now? The boundary. Now this is covered with white color. Earlier smart was there, so it was automatically resampling the image. The same way black is there, the same way it will show with black color. I hope this option is also very much clear. The last option, it automatically resamples. Now here we have used to scale the image. So if automatically this option is there, sometime it works. If you feel like that automatically the software should scale the image, you can just click on this one. So I have clicked, and if there is any problem in the image, then Snapseed, if it feels, the software or app, if it feels, it will resample or rescale it. So I hope this is very much clear to you. So I'll move to the next tool now. So my next tool will be expand. So I'll click on expand. So simply it will increase the size of the image. Okay, here also the three options: smart, white and black. I hope these options are very much clear. So I'll use smart only. So if I'll increase the size, just see, it will automatically resample. That means it has increased the sky from the top and from bottom also. Okay, and if I'll do the opposite, then this image is this much. So expand means to increase the size. And white color it will show if I am increasing, see, with white color, now with black color. So these were only the options I can put in. I can put the cross, and now again I'll start. So this is selective. This tool is also very useful. How I'll use it? I'll click upon selective. Now it will work with selective color. Suppose now here is the plus sign. This will work for me. So firstly I have to select the part of the image where I want to change the color. Suppose I'll click on plus, and here. You could see here the B option. So only this color will be affected, where this B you are able to see. And how I have done it? Suppose I'll select some other color also. I'll click on plus sign. This plus sign I'll select by pressing the finger. Suppose that now this time I want to select this grass in the front. So you could see here this B options are there. So this time I am selecting this one. Now you see on the top where brightness is there. I'll click upon the brightness now, and you see the difference. You will see the major difference where the second B, that means the selected part, is there. You see here. Can you see the difference? Only this color. This means only wherever this color is present in the image, there only the effect you will able to see, or you will experience the change. Suppose now you see the difference. This one is the difference. Now second option, contrast the same way, you could see the difference. Then saturation, suppose. Okay, structure. So I hope this is clear. Now I want to make changes where sky color is there regarding mountains. So I'll just select that one. Now this is selected when it is highlighted. Suppose here I want to do the changes. Just see. Okay, now it is converted into black color. Then the same way, contrast is there, saturation is there, structure is there. So I hope this concept is very much clear. One more, suppose I want to select here where this green part is, this trees this side. So here also I'll show you. Just see brightness, not totally dark. So sometimes you may feel that this tool is also very helpful if you want to change the selective parts of your image. So originally the image was like this. it will show. From where I am seeing, from here, earlier also I have told you, this one, this option. Okay, so I'll close this option also. So we have covered perspective, expand, selective. These three tools we have covered. Now the brush tool. This brush tool. Now if I select the brush tool, you will be able to see these options: dodge and burn, exposure, temperature, saturation. Although you know about these options, but here we will have particular control upon different parts of the image. How? Dodge and burn means a burning effect. Now suppose I'll show you. Here is the option, two arrows are there at the bottom. See here at the bottom, dodge and burn 10. So I can click on these arrows to increase the effect or decrease the effect. So 10 is the maximum, either I can decrease it also. So let it be 10. I want to use dodge and burn. Now just see, I'll be using it on this part of the grass. So I'll select dodge and burn, and simply I have to rub my finger on this part. So wherever I'm using my finger or I will rub my finger, you will see the change. So you could see the difference. Suppose the same burning effect I want to use here. Now just see. So I am continuously rubbing my finger here and you see the difference. I'll click here to show the difference between the image. See, it was like this. So I hope this is clear to you. Now I'll do the opposite. Here where this arrow is down, I'll just click on -10. Now you see the difference. So totally the opposite. So I hope dodge and burn tool is very much clear to you. Okay. Now I'll use exposure. Exposure tool I'll use. Firstly I'll show the how it will work. Suppose I'm clicking upon this grass only. Just see, totally bright. So I hope this is clear. Even the same exposure tool I can use on the hills. See, totally bright. Brightness is increased. It's more exposing now. Wherever you will put your finger by this tool selected. Now the same way, opposite. This is eraser, it will erase wherever I have done the exposure. And if I'll do it -10, -1, more darker. So this tool is also very much clear to you. Means you have the option now to select the various parts of your image. Now temperature. Temperature I have already taught you now, but with this tool you have the power to increase the temperature or decrease the temperature of the particular parts of the image. So now this was the image. Wait, I'll again select selective. So this time I am selecting with the same image. Now I want to again use temperature. So I'll click on temperature and it will increase the temperature, means like the color, more color, like increasing of the temperature like in the daytime, the same effect. And the same way I can decrease it also and I can see the effect. suppose -10. See, the temperature is less. Okay, now saturation. Saturation, you already know that is the power of the color, more color or less color. So I'm starting saturation by -10. So totally it will make it black and white. Suppose hills I want to make black and white. So I'll just put my finger, I'll rub the finger. Now you see the difference. Hill is black and white, but the rest of the part of the image is colored. So this effect also you can be given by using this saturation tool. Okay, by using the brush. You are using the saturation but on selective parts. Same way you can increase, and then if I'll increase, I can increase the color part. So I hope this is very much clear to you. So I'll close my tutorial here only because my tutorial is becoming little long. So in my next tutorial I'll cover some other tools. Okay, so till then, bye.